Good evening, friends. If you had seen our video yesterday, uh, this was what we had drawn, and I think Nifty literally came to the almost the same target as we had mentioned. However, there was a nice recovery in Nifty. It made a low of 15,700 and then we saw straight going up. So are we heading towards 16,000 is something which we all would like to know. In fact, I too am curious, and I was looking at open interest how the writing is done. Meanwhile, I thought I should have a look at the way the BTC has been trading. Also, what is happening with the USD INR and crude. Crude, we had mentioned our target is 93. However, it has made a low of I think if you remember it right, it was around 102 was the low, or 101 was the low, and has been retracing quite strongly upwards. Currently my target in crude, I would not say the word bullish, but then I'm looking at the target of somewhere at 114 plus. So please understand, market is dynamic. It is not necessary that you have to have a fixed ideas. Either ways, we were in a profit of from 122 to 101. We exited somewhere at 108 since it was moving slightly up, and being a monthly expiry, we did not want to take any kind of a risk. So currently we are at 111, and as per our view, we are heading towards 114. Post which there is a possibility that it may be consolidating and then come down once again. But however, at present, this is our target and this is what we are looking at. Meanwhile, I would want you to look at USD INR, which is also a factor which can affect our market. Normally, I look at USD INR on the O&R because they are the market makers, and the prices are almost accurate. We initially thought it will retrace up to 78 and then come down. Seems like that it is going strongly, and I am not seeing much of a RBI intervention here. If you see, it has just been moving up, and it has also broken the trend line here. So when we say trend line, many people think that okay, there is a breakout, will go higher. Please do not have that kind of a concept. It is just that the buying pressure is there and it has moved up. Now we are almost at lifetime highs, and I'm sure there has to be some kind of a cooling which should happen in the coming days. The current view, I think it may head slightly more upwards. The way it is moving, when it's a big breakout, we can expect it to go higher. That means our dollar, so that means our Indian rupee is weak and the dollar is stronger than our Indian currency. So not to worry, that doesn't mean that a market should fall. Okay, anyways, so for tomorrow, my view on Bank Nifty and Nifty, I would like to share. We did see a retracement. What I observe is I would not look to enter Bank Nifty on either the call side or the put side unless I see some kind of a good strong up move. Tomorrow I am looking at going long. Let me give the strike price as well. If I am looking to go long in Bank Nifty, it is once it is sustaining somewhere about 33,600. However, my view, in fact today I had shared in a couple of groups the Nifty target. I had an expectation that it should move down if it not sustain above 15,820. However, that got negated. It went a little higher. This was the price I was looking at a put. This was the target as well. If we see Dow Jones, which has been quite influential on the Indian market, is currently going down, and I think this can possibly head more lower if it maybe in the next 1 or 2 days we may see it coming down towards 30,960, because I do not see any kind of a proper support, and it is getting rejected at the higher prices. So this could influence our market and bring Nifty and Bank Nifty down. Today, of course, we were long on Reliance, gave a very solid up move. We went long at 2,506. And we were in fact thinking of adding, but it did not give us a time to add more quantities. You see, if it opened at 22,504, and within about half an hour it was already at 2511. But good thing is it retraced back, which gave us an opportunity to add. And one of our client in fact exited right at 2528, and he seems to have holding few more positions. Reliance for me currently may look to go up towards 2560. However, let us see tomorrow on the live whether it will go up or again come down as well. Even if it comes down, I think there is a bit of a support. So if it retraces, I am expecting it to retrace up to 2520 and then maybe straight ahead upwards. So this is the view on Reliance. My view on HDFC Bank is still strong because of their strong NPAs and the way it has been holding on even though the market is weak. FIs still have a major chunk in this of 60% almost. And let me tell you one thing, FIs have been selling, yes, for the last 6 months or so or 3 months or so, but they have just sold about 6% to 8% of their total holdings in India. So they are definitely not out of India. They're still holding on. They definitely believe Indian stock market on the economy. So the levels for Nifty, Bank Nifty tomorrow, as I was telling, I will share today probably the options prices itself. So just looking at the 35,690, 35. $800P, 35, 600P. See. So I'm selecting two strikes. 33,800 PE and 33,400 CE. I think these are the two ideal prices. So two strike prices, one 33,400, 33,600, 3A currently at 219, 33,700 would be ideal. Okay. So tomorrow I think I'm looking at two strikes in the opening. 33,400 CE, if it moves above 33,400 CE above 460, I would look for longs when the price moves above 460, and 33,700, 33,800. I would look at 33,800 PE. Currently it is trading at 311. Once it moves above 390 or 410, I would look to go. I would probably look to buy. For me, I see a strong resistance, Bank Nifty spot 33,705, and if market moves above this level, then my next level of target would be somewhere at 33,850, and then once the price moves below 33,590, I'm expecting Bank Nifty to retrace down towards 33,450 levels. So let's see. As per my view, currently looking at the crude, looking at the Dow Jones, I'm slightly bearish and expecting market to move, maybe heading downwards again. And of course, there is a chance that again it may retrace back. However, if you ask me whether Nifty is going to hit 16,000 by expiry, we still have about 3 days to go. Tomorrow is Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So 3 solid trading days. Yes, there is a possibility we may hit 15,950 levels, but I am not too sure whether we will be hit the 16,000 by this monthly expiry. Let's look at the option chain meanwhile and see what are the writers doing. If you see Nifty, the PE, the put call ratio is 0.9, which is okay, which is not a oversold or overbought. But there are a lot of writing which has happened at 15,850, 15,900, then a solid writing at 16,000, still holding on, and of course few have added today at 15,800. Put writing has also been done. So that means tomorrow as per the option chain, we have a good solid support at 15,800. So if the price moves below this, we need to see how they will start covering. whether they will cover and add on the call side, or these people will cover and go add on the 15600 or 15500. This is my analysis for today. Tomorrow the views may change, but more or less I am still slightly bearish looking at the charts. However, if you see, Nifty has broken out, but when we see Bank Nifty, there is no much substantial big moves which happened today. It still took a resistance at 33,700 and it definitely made a effort to make up move towards 33,800, but was resisted back at 33,700 and retraced and took support here at 33,600 levels. So if the price moves below 33,600, we may see a down move in Bank Nifty. However, I am definitely bullish if it is able to sustain above the price of 33,600 or 650, then we can look at 33,800 levels. So thank you. I hope I am able to share my views. If you have any queries, please do ask. I would be glad to answer looking at those queries. Meanwhile, a couple of stocks I think I had shared yesterday. I was very bullish on Bharat Gears, Restman, and I was mentioning these are all for the short term. So have these stocks performed is something which we want to look at. Restman, I mentioned if it retraces, we should definitely look to add in this counter. Today when we saw Pressman, it definitely came down, gave us an opportunity to add, and then started moving up again. Bharat Gas is another stock I was slightly bullish, or I'm still bullish on this stock. We were able to add some quantities in this counter, and then it gave a low, it made a low of 140, and we added some quantities over here. Our target on this stock is somewhere at 160. So please do your own research and definitely look at adding a stop loss for this. If one is buying, can look at 135 or 133 levels. Auto stocks are definitely looking good as ever. We in fact bought Ashok Leyland also 143 exit. Our exit was at 146. It just marginally touched 145.3. We're still holding on to this stock as we are bullish on this counter. If we remember, we had mentioned to add the Brigade stock. We had asked to add the Canara Bank and Jubilant Pharma. Jubilant Pharma, I think one of the investors is also Mr. Rakesh Junjunwala, the big bull. So whenever you have an opportunity, please do look at this counter and consider to add at the present levels. Our target on this counter in the next 6 months to 1 year, it will be somewhere at 600 levels if the market still holds on good at these levels. Let's look at the major indices, how they have been performing. Nifty IT has been quite supportive from the last few days. We saw TCS, HCL Tech, Infosys all moving pretty strongly. Of course, pharma is still not being positive. We're still waiting for any positive up move in pharmas. Realty has also been supportive to the market. we may see reality hitting 398, currently at 386 levels. It may retrace slightly down and then move towards 400 levels or 410, 430 levels also. So you look at your favorite stocks or the stocks which you are observing. Nifty IT, if you see, has been strongly moving. I think the next level, if it retraces, I would look to think of adding more in Wipro, and a target in looks at 30,200 levels in Nifty IT. If you look at Nifty Auto, last couple of weeks I have been bullish, and if you see, it has been still going up. In fact, today I think one of our friend bought TVS Elect and made good solid profit in this counter from the last 2 days. Metal seems to be recovering slightly. Tata Steel is something I think I would definitely suggest to add. This counter market cap is good. If you go back and check its last few months net profit, it has been growing from strength to strength. If you ask me whether we can add Tata Steel, yes, I definitely would want to add. In fact, I think 2 days back I had asked our friends to add this at 850 levels, and currently we are at 880. Nevertheless, okay, while I'm talking, one of your friends is asking my view on Maruti. Maruti, if you remember, I have been bullish on this stock and have told to add this on every levels. I think my target, as I had mentioned earlier, remains same. 9,000 is the target. Intraday perspective, I have a feeling that Maruti can take a slight dip. It may not move majorly, it may consolidate for some period of time, and then maybe make a positive up move. So if we are trading in options, I would not definitely suggest to enter Maruti at these levels on the long side. But if you are a writer and you can manage to write a put, then definitely I would suggest to write 8,250 put or even 8,200 put, because I am very positive Maruti would not come below 8,400 levels or 390 levels. So writing these is a very safe bet, and you can, being a monthly expiry, you can make good profits on this counter. So I hope I am able to answer your queries on the Maruti. If you have any queries, please do contact me on my WhatsApp or Telegram channel, which I will be sharing now in the chat box. Meanwhile, we were looking at indices. I think media is sustaining. However, it does not been able to break this 1920, which has become a resistance for this. But yes, it may retrace back and then head somewhere at 1984 levels. So right now I have shared my Telegram channel. You can subscribe. This is a free channel. You can definitely join. And if you have any queries, you may ask me on the Telegram channel or even on my WhatsApp. Let's look at Nifty 50 stocks, how they've been performing. Yesterday, most of the IT stocks were performing. Today, Tech Mahindra is still positive, I think. Today, some of the steel stocks like Hindalco, most of the commodity stocks seem to have performed, like Tata Steel, JSW, Coal India, Hindalco, ONGC. Most of the commodities have given a slight dip in the recent days. So this could be kind of a small dead cat bounce. And I would not personally recommend to add these. However, I would definitely love to look to add HDFC Life if it retraces to 560 levels for a target of 592 to 600. This is a good stock. I have been observing this quite some time. Very volatile. Market seems to be interested in this stock, and so regardless of the fundamentals, we can look at entering these stocks. So thank you viewers for your likes. I'm sure I will have at least 5 to 10 likes by the end of the day. Please do subscribe our channel, share with your friends. And I would be happy to see more subscribers, so that would motivate us to share some strategies on how to trade, how to identify stocks at the bottom, or even the stocks at the when to enter or exit the stocks. So I am sharing my YouTube channel on the link below. Please do share with your friends. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe, and we would be very happy to have you as a subscribers and be motivated to share more views on day-to-day front. So thank you. I